Hello, viewers. A very, very happy Diwali and a prosperous new year ahead for you guys. This year has been, there have been lot of turning points in our life, and some of the turning points have been due to the retrogrades that have been happening, or the eclipses that have been happening, or the planets that have been going direct. Now, basically, today my topic is hypocrisy, and I also want all my viewers to understand that it's very important in life to be honest to yourself, to be truthful to yourself. This year, when Saturn became direct, somewhere in September, October, that is the time it made us realize that it's very important for us to wake up, to re-strategize, to recalibrate, to restructure our own lives, not only in the materialistic world, but to starting with your own psyche, starting with your own self. So it's so important for us to understand that if we are honest to ourselves, can we be honest to the world at large? And you'll be able to better handle yourself when the planets are going retrograde. For example, when Mercury is now going to go retrograde again, once again, on October 30th, 31st, we would have realized that somewhere deep down our negative energies come to the forefront. So when these planets are going retrograde, awareness of our own energies will help you connect faster and understand that how we can handle ourselves, how we can handle our negative energies, how we can control ourselves. Most of the time, my clients are petrified. They're very scared. They feel very upset when they hear that the Saturn Mahadasa or the Saturn major period is coming in their lives, or the Saturn Antardasa is coming, or the Rahu Dasa is coming, or even the Jupiter going retrograde or Mercury going retrograde. So their antennas are completely out. They immediately think that what is happening? What is going to happen to us, or what are the things that are going to affect us, what are the things we need to be prepared for. Well, a simple answer is what I'm going to give you all today, so that all your doubts, all your misunderstandings are clarified. Now, every individual has its own positives and negatives, right? Being aware of your positives and negatives through your natal chart is of paramount importance. Now, these negative energies, when the planets are going retrograde, the negative energies come to the forefront. But if you're aware that my negative energies are going to become more aggressive, you can better handle and control yourself rather than thinking what the planets are bringing to you. It's important for you to understand how will you handle your own negative energies. And yes, it's very easy for me to keep giving positive thinking lectures and say one should feel positive, or say do some soul searching, or say keep doing introspection, or say go out and have your own space. But matter of the fact is that rather than going into spiritual shopping, I would say this Diwali or coming this new year, if you can do a little bit of shopping for your own self and understand that what are my positives, what are my negatives, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, what are my potentials, and what are my talents. And you will realize that actually things are going much better for you now that you are aware. For example, October 30th, now the Mercury is going to go retrograde. Anybody who knows that the anger is too much within, or frustration is too much within, if it comes out during the retrogrades, what are the things that are going to be affected in your life? Relationships are going to be affected. Then your business will be affected. Your networking will be affected. All the ambitions that you have, chances are you may be over aggressive. a little bit of this understanding, and then you have curb your temper. If you feel you cannot curb your temper, then it's very important for you to probably hit the gym or pick up a sport where you can actually start working towards your own energies in a much better way. Just thinking that you have to be positive, or just my saying that you have to be positive, is not going to be enough. So, for every zodiac sign, my sincere advice is that please get your natal charts made, develop an attitude of gratitude, develop an attitude that will actually determine your altitude. But all these things can happen when you start cherishing yourself, when you start understanding yourself. Come this Diwali or come this year, I am actually writing the books. I'm almost on the verge of finishing it, and I'm soon going to publish it, a self awareness for 2020 for every sign. Rather than saying these are the predictions, my endeavor is to reach out to the clients and let them know that what is the awareness that they need to do in 2020, so that they can grab lives in a much better way and be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Life, my dear clients, is in your hand. Nobody is going to come and give you anything on the platter. So, if you actually see today's Dhanteras, in Dhanteras also, if you are aware of the story behind the Dhanteras, that how Vishnu had come down on the earth, and how Gauri was actually looking at the flowers and looking at the saffron, and she was so mesmerized by the earthly beauty that finally Vishnu got a little angry and said, "Okay, you're so fond of this beauty. I implore that you stay here for 1 year on the earth, and you till the lands with the farmer whose entire fields you are admiring, and you are so happy with the flowers. After this hard work, then I will come back, and you can get away from it. At least you'll have your fill of everything." Now, obviously, Gauri, in a guise, she went to the farmer and she got a job of a laborer in his lands. And sure enough, that time the farmer did brilliantly well in his life. Now comes the time when Gauri had to go back. And the farmer would not let the laborer go, because who would like to lose such a wonderful worker who had brought him so much of wealth? And that is the time she said, okay, she exposed herself, and she said that who she was. And immediately she said, once in a year, I'm going to come back. So keep your house clean, keep it clutter free, so that I can find your house easily. And one day I will stay with you. In fact, till Diwali, I will stay with you, and your abundance will be again fulfilled. So that is the promise, and that is how the Dhanteras has come into play. And so if you actually look into the story very minutely, it's not about buying gold. It's about decluttering your own mind, decluttering your own environments, decluttering your personal and professional space, so that you can fill it with abundance of your dreams and desires in the coming days or in the coming year. So, guys, please get out of all hypocrisies of your own life. Be honest to yourself. Be truthful to yourself. You don't have to do things just because the other people are doing it. You don't have to imitate people. You need to do genuinely what makes you happy from the day. Meet and go out and meet with people whom genuinely you can share your happiness, you can share your your goodwill, and it comes from within your heart. You don't have to do things just for effect. You don't have to do things just to showcase your talents. So it's so important for you to think of yourself and nothing in excess. And when you say think of yourself and nothing in excess, does not mean to be selfish. It actually says that now is the time to wake up, because every human being, my firm belief is every human being 100% loves to be loved. He loves to be cherished. He wants to do good to the world also, but somehow he becomes a victim of circumstances, the circumstances which are created by himself, the circumstances which he creates. So basically, the biggest problem in life is we ourselves, and the biggest solution in our lives is also we ourselves. So I am. So the I am phenomena, which actually you will read in all scriptures, denotes to the fact cherish yourself, love yourself, have the confidence to actually go forward and manifest your dreams. Somewhere I had read that when you learn the art of saying no, you are not saying no to all the things, but you are saying no to certain things in life which probably are not relevant or not useful to yourself. But when you become a yes person, then you're actually saying no to plenty other things, because you keep saying yes, so you are not discriminating at all. They say no is a choice and yes is a responsibility. So it's very important for you to understand that be responsible for yourself. Be declutter your mind, declutter your environments, declutter your personal and professional space, and come the Dhanteras to 2020 December, pledge to yourself that no more hypocrisy in my life, honesty to my own self, being truthful to my own self, being responsible of my own actions, starting with knowing who am I, what am I, and how can I become the person I so wish to be. Once again, wishing you all a very, very happy Diwali and a very, very happy New Year. Every zodiac is beautiful. Every sign has its own positives and negatives. Recognizing it is what you need to do.